Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Easy Natural English with Liam. How are you all doing today? I hope that you're well and I hope that you're staying safe. Today, as usual, I'll be talking to you in natural English so you can get used to the way native speakers speak. But yes, I'll be making it a little bit easier for you. But in general, this is how I speak to my native friends and family. Anyway, today I'm going to talk about Easter, or particularly about what Easter is. Any of my European listeners, you'll know what Easter is, but a lot of my podcast listeners are in Japan, and a few Japanese people recently have asked me, what is Easter? What is this? Because, a lot of people, I think, in Asia and any country that doesn't have like a Christian tradition probably doesn't know what Easter is. So I'm actually not Christian. I'm not religious at all. And I think, I'm from the UK. I think these days in the UK, probably most people are not religious, not Christian or religious in any way. So you could say secular. Secular means having no religion. But yeah, even though in the UK these days most people are not Christian, we still celebrate a lot of Christian holidays just because it's kind of a tradition. For example, Christmas. Almost everybody in England celebrates Christmas. Even if they're not Christian. The original origin of Christmas was the birth of Jesus. That's what the Christian people believe. That's what's in the Bible. But yeah, most people, like myself, for example, when I was growing up in the UK, we always did Christmas, but we never talked about Jesus or anything. For us, it was just a time to spend time with the family, to give presents, to eat particular foods. So we sort of keep a lot of the tradition, but take the religious part away. So I think for a lot of people in the UK now, that's what Easter is about. So first, when is Easter? So Easter is a bit strange. Christmas, for example, easy. 25th of December is Christmas. But Easter is the first... So in April, after the full moon, when you have the moon in the sky and it's a complete circle, the full moon. So April starts, then when we can see a full moon, then it's the Sunday after that. It's the Sunday after the first full moon of April. If you don't understand, don't worry, it's complicated. But it usually means it's always on a Sunday. And it's usually like the second, maybe first or second Sunday in April. You'll have Easter. So yeah, for Christian people, Easter is the day that Jesus was supposed to come back to life. So he died on a Friday, and then he came back on the Sunday. I think that's the story. Like I said, I'm not Christian, so I don't really know, but something like that. So yeah, it's the day when Jesus came back. That's what people believe. So that's why people started celebrating Easter. But these days, at least in the UK, I think maybe America is still pretty Christian. Like a lot of people in America are quite Christian, but there's of course a lot of people who are not Christian. And so for those people, I think Easter has become kind of a just celebration of spring, the first season of the year. At least when I was younger, I always thought of spring as Easter. Like in the UK, Easter time, you'll see a lot of like the images you'll see are like little chicks, like little baby chickens, called chicks or little chicks. Little baby chickens little baby lamb, like lambs, like sheep, little baby sheep, lambs, and flowers and kind of green things. So that kind of image of spring, like the beginning of life, sort of beginning of life. So it's, it's still very much connected to the original meaning. It was supposed to be about kind of, about resurrection, about coming back to life. So, in the winter, everything kind of dies in the winter, or at least, a lot of plants and things kind of disappear for a while. And then in spring they come back. So at least, for me, and I think for a lot of people who aren't Christian, that's the kind of idea we have. But for Christian people, it's a very important time to celebrate Jesus, who was one of their favorite people. So it's a very important time for them. Sorry if you're listening and you're Christian and you're thinking, Liam, you're not explaining this very well. But I'm not Christian, so I don't really know that side of it so much. But the thing I do know, and I really enjoyed when I was younger, is in the UK, I think in America too, people eat Easter eggs, which are like not like a real egg. It's an egg made from chocolate. So it's kind of hollow. Hollow means nothing inside. So it's just a layer of chocolate that forms an egg. So I think usually the companies that make these will make sort of half an egg and half an egg sort of shell, and then they'll put the two together. This will be easier to understand if you're watching the YouTube version of this, because you'll be able to see my hands here. If you're listening just to the podcast, maybe this explanation is a bit difficult to understand, but please try the YouTube version, and then you can understand what I mean. So two halves and then put together. And then often inside the egg are other chocolates. So you have a chocolate egg filled with other chocolates. So the other chocolates would be like little maybe caramel chocolate, like a chocolate with caramel inside, or toffee, or something else, maybe strawberry flavored chocolate or something. It would be in the middle. I always like the Mars chocolate egg, because I like the chocolate on a Mars bar. Mars bar, is like a kind of caramel and nougat or nugget chocolate bar. But I like just the chocolate on the outside. So Easter was a time when I could just eat the chocolate without the filling, without the stuff that was in the middle. Or the same with Maltesers. Chocolate eggs, they're great. So if you're in the UK, and I'm pretty sure America does the chocolate egg tradition too. If you're in the UK or America or another country that does this, I guess Australia and New Zealand does this as well. If you're in those countries around April, have a look for chocolate eggs. But if you want to save some money, don't buy them before Easter. Just wait. Before Easter, they're all full price. But if you just wait like the day after Easter, or even 2 days after Easter, suddenly, all these eggs become like half price or like really cheap, because now the shops just need to sell them, because the sort of exciting period has passed. So best time to buy chocolate is the day after Easter. It's a great time to get lots of cheap chocolate. So visit the UK in April and just go and buy lots of like half price chocolate eggs. It would be a nice vacation filled with cheap chocolate. Otherwise, Easter's not too complicated, Christmas and some other holidays, they have a lot of kind of traditions, but Easter is just about, like I said, for Christians, it's about Jesus coming back, and I guess they'll go to church and listen to some special sermon, some special church occasion, like, you hear the priest talking. But in the UK, for most people now, it's just kind of celebration of spring, celebration of new life, and eating lots of chocolate. And that's basically what Easter has become for a lot of people. That's what it means to me. If you didn't know about Easter, I hope this helps you to understand a little more. And yeah, perhaps now if you want to have a conversation with someone about Easter, perhaps you know some words now that you can use. So if you know any British people, ask them if they like chocolate eggs, and I'm sure they'll say, yeah, Easter eggs, they're great. Oh yeah, and bunnies too. Bunnies are also an important part of Easter, little baby rabbits. You'll see a lot of those as well. The Easter bunny is kind of like the Santa Claus of Easter. It's a rabbit that brings you eggs. Anyway, yeah, I'll wrap it up here. That's enough about Easter. That's enough from me. And I will see you all back here next time.